everyone and welcome back to the Organized Notebook. In this video, we wanted to show you how to use Indify.co to add a variety of widgets to your Notion pages from live progress bars, galleries, clocks, and more. If this is helpful, it would help us out a lot if you could subscribe, like, and click the notification bell. So let's dive right in. So in order to use Indify.co, you will need to make an account. And once you have an account, you should be able to access a page like this. And we'll just go one by one to explore each widget and show you how to add it to your Notion workspace. So first, let's start by creating a button. So just click plus create widget and we can title this button, continue. And now you have the option to customize your button. So you can put a text here, for example, if you're trying to link to your website, and you can choose an icon like this. And then you have a bunch of options for colors. So we'll just click gray. And the cool thing about Indify is that everything is usually customizable by hex code. So you can really choose the color that matches. And let's go ahead and put a link to our website here to test what would happen. So now it's here and this is what it's going to look like when you're trying to click the website button. And with this, you can actually add numerous buttons. So this could be useful for something like a top link area on your Notion page. And let's say that we are going to add another button. Then we can name this one, for example, Instagram, if you want to link to your Instagram. And we can look for Instagram icon like this. You can choose gray again. And then we can choose the style. So you can choose from default, serif, or mono, which is nice because it matches Notion's fonts, the size, corner rounding, button layout. And for example, if you're making a sidebar, vertical might work better, or horizontal if you're making a top bar. So we're going to just do horizontal like this, and you can choose your button alignment, for example, space evenly. And then you can set a background color if you'd wish, and a dark light appearance, and so on. And finally, you can choose whether or not you want the hover menu, which is basically something that looks like this. So we're going to turn this off, and then we're going to copy this. And if we go to our Notion page, then we can paste it in. And it's going to ask if you want to create embed. So you can just click create embed. And now we see our buttons. And if you want to adjust the layout of this, all you have to do is move this around like this. And you can even move like this as well. So let's say that we have 2 columns. Then you could put this into the left column and it could look something like this. Next, let's go over how to add a clock. So again, you just go to this page and click clock, and we'll title this clock. And what's great about Indify is that you can really customize all of these clock options, and you can just go through all of them and see what kinds you like. But the most simple and functional one is this digital solid. So it looks something like this. And you can choose your time zone here. So let's say we are Eastern time zone, then you could choose US Eastern. And then you have the option 24-hour clock if you'd like, if you want to hide or show the seconds text, and padding, background color. So let's add a background color. And let's say that we want this yellow color. And then again, you have the option to hide or show hover menu. And then you can click the clipboard sign. And if we go to Notion, we can just paste it in, create embed, just like the buttons. And it's going to look something like this. So if we just put it under the buttons, now it would look like this. Next, let's go over the countdown widget. So again, click countdown, and then we have to title it, continue. And with the countdown, it's basically a way to track important events. So let's say that we have a summer vacation that we're really looking forward to. So we can call this summer vacation countdown. And then you can select the time that this is going to happen. So we can just put, let's say, June 1st. And then you have a bunch of options on what kind of information you want to show, whether it's the year, month, week, day, hour. And then you have the option to toggle on or off the text that goes here, so to go. and whether you want center text, larger title, and you can set background color here as well. So let's go with this green color. And then you can also choose whether you want to have the hover menu here. And then you can just click the clipboard icon. And now all we have to do is just paste it in, create embed. So now it looks something like this. And again, you can kind of adjust it as needed. Next, let's go over how to add your Google Calendar. So this is very useful if you want to just show a view of your Google Calendar. You're not going to be able to adjust it in there, but it's just useful to have. So let's just type Google Calendar, continue. And then what you're going to have to do is sign in with Google. And we recommend refreshing the page to show it correctly. And then you can choose what kind of default view you want. And some of these are locked by Pro, so you won't be able to access this unless you upgrade. And then there's several options here, such as what day you want the week to start, hide view selector, and so on. And again, you can choose colors as well here. So let's say that we want the current time indicator to be this color. And for example, we want the events to have different colors as well. And then all you need to do is click this clipboard sign again, and then we can just paste it. Create embed. And now we have our calendar, and we can just move it over here, for example, and it would look something like this. And as you can see, you can't really edit the calendar, so this is just a view only. Next, let's go over adding an image gallery. So again, just click Create Widget, continue. And then what you need to do is upload images. So you just click the plus upload image, and then you can just start dragging and dropping files here, or click to select files. So let's say that we uploaded a few sunset images like this, and then now you can choose your image sizing. So whether you want it to be contained, cover, or wrap around the image size like this. And then you can choose your scroll speed, whether you want it very slow or very fast. So we're just going to keep it to regular. And then you can toggle on or off show dots, and there's various style options as well. And then we can just click the clipboard sign here and go to our Notion page. And then we just paste it in, create embed. And now we have a nice image gallery like this. And you can just fit everything here as you need. And then you can slide over the images like this. So this is a way more aesthetic way to put your images than just simply adding images directly to your Notion pages. The next one is live progress bar. So let's just click plus create widget, live progress, continue. And here you're going to have to put your birthday in and how many years you expect to live. And then you can show the bars that you want to show. So whether it's the years that you've completed, months, weeks, days, quarter, and your whole life. And then you can choose your display numbers, when the first day of the week is, set a background color. So let's say that we want a background color here. And you can even choose the text color. So let's go ahead and copy this by clicking the clipboard, and we're going to add it into our widget collection here. So let's paste it in, create embed. So now it's going to look something like this. Next, let's go over adding quotes. So click plus create widget, and we'll just name this quotes. So here you can choose which Instagram account to display that shows the quotes, and then you can choose whether or not you want to have a refresh icon, set background color, darker light appearance, and then the hover menu. And then all you have to do is to click this copy button, and then we can go ahead and add it here by pasting it in, create embed. And let's go ahead and add it below the life progress. So then it looks something like this. Next, let's go over how to add the weather. And this is one of the most popular widgets on Indify. So first you have to add the location. So let's put New York like this. And then you can choose what kind of preferred units you want, whether it's you want it in Fahrenheit or Celsius, the number of days you want to display. So this kind of depends on how you want to display this widget. So if you don't have much space, we recommend you to add fewer days. But if you wanted to show up in a longer view like this, 5 days could be nice as well. And then you can choose whether you want the icons to be animated like this or the animated off. And grayscale icons would look like this. And then you can choose text color and so on, and whether or not you want to keep the hover menu. So let's actually add a background color, and we will choose this one and copy. And then you can just add it here by pasting it in, create embed, and it would look something like this. The next one we wanted to show you is the counter widget. So you can just click plus, create new widget, and then we can name this counter, continue. And the counter widget is useful if you need to keep track of certain counts onto your Notion page. For example, how many books you've read this year and so on. So this could be really useful for that. So we can just title this books read this year. And then you can add your preferred icon, whether you want plus and minus or arrows. And then what we can do is decide whether or not you want the center text, set background color, and we can add a color here. You can set the text color, button style, and if we do dark, it would look something like this, and whether or not you want to keep the hover menu. And then we can click the clipboard sign here, and then we can put it into our Notion page like this, and we can just paste in the link and click create embed. And then it will look something like this, and you can choose to move this around as you need. So if you want it more minimal, you could do something like this. And all of the widgets that you've created are going to end up here. So if you delete this, it's going to also get deleted from your workspace. So just be careful that you have the widgets that you need in these locations. So those are all of the widgets from Indify.co. We hope that this was useful for you. Which Indify widget is your favorite? We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions or anything that was confusing in this video, feel free to let us know, and we hope to see you in the next video.